Ullevis mage just så här, bara en liten stund innan Metallica ska gå upp på scen. Här står jag tillsammans med James och Rob. James, you were, well, as a Swede, I'm very proud to see what kind of T-shirt you wear. But you wear the Linköpingsbandet Ghost.
Yeah.
But you sent them an email, didn't you?
I'm in their fan club.
Yeah.
No, I had no idea what they looked like until I saw the video. Oh, I heard their music first and thought it was very great, very unique, very melodic, and a breath of fresh air for metal, and reminded me of a bit of 70s kind of rock that I liked as well. So yeah, no, I love the band.
We're here for the Big Four, and the whole concept, in a way, like takes us back to the time when it all started, when you and Lars started with Metallica. What kind of memories does it trigger?
Well, mostly good memories, and we choose to live in those memories as well. I think the Hall of Fame induction had a lot to do with a little bit of actually turning around and embracing the past, not being so afraid of it anymore or running from it. It was more of a celebration of where we are and the gift that we have now. So along in that vibe with paying back for all the good things that have happened to us, and also just maybe helping some others along as well. Their metal has gone through difficult times. We've seemed to stay pretty strong with the help of our fans, and obviously the music has a lot to do with it as well, the honesty. But it just felt a nostalgic time and a good time to bring everyone together. Everyone has matured to a point of where we can all get along fine and enjoy the oneness of the Big Four, and not so much fighting. There's a good competition, a good like sports,
It almost seems like a volcano of positive energy, you know what I mean, where you have all these bands, and all of a sudden it just gets to a certain point where it has to happen, and here we are.
Because we live sort of under the impression that this is a sort of a high school reunion, a barbecue party or whatever. Is that really the case? I mean, there's been so much trouble actually over the years.
Vacation, yeah. Well, summer vacation, I guess. Great way to spend it. I don't know. What's your take on this?
As far as us getting along is really great, and being able to see each other in a different way. A lot of the stuff that we've, I guess, grown to hear about each other is through the press and through other people. And now you can actually look each other in the face and say, how are you doing? You look great, or what? Oh, you have neck problems too? Oh, me too. It's like all these things we have in common that we're able to talk about openly now. It's like, oh, my kids drive me crazy, or, just normal kind of, dad things, just life stories as well. But getting everyone together in, moving in the same direction instead of against each other is so amazing, and it makes you play even better. I mean, we've been hearing for years that we should play with Slayer, we should play with Megadeth, we should play with Anthrax. And finally, it seems like now's the time. And boy, the level of playing we thought we were pretty good. It makes you step up. Every band is on their A+ game. So the fans are getting to see the results of a lot of competition, and it's all for the good.
It's countdown now. Could you just give us a small glimpse of the way you prepare? I know it's a little room back there.
Oh, the tuning room. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Well, you want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Well, the tuning room is where this is where we knock off all the rust from the night before, or working out.
Was it a bad one in Germany last night?
That was a great show.
Yeah.
But the first show in a long time, and you have to kind of shake it off a little bit. And we just did a photo shoot for the Lou Reed Metallica album out here.
Yeah, I heard it.
Anton
Yeah.
today.
Anton Cobain.
Yes, so we had to get up very early. But we come in here, we either, knock off the rust, we meet, we talk, how you feeling, and kind of get the feel of each other. Maybe write a new riff. We rehearse a song that it's on the set list we haven't played for a long time. And then just run through a few things that need work, like, oh, the other night this happened. Okay, let's work on it. So there's a little bit of practice involved, but mostly it's vibe. It's vibing us up. And when you got a little sweat already on and you go up onto the stage, you're already warmed up and ready to kick some ass.
I know you've been doing this for quite a few years. Has there ever been like songs written from sessions like this before shows?
Well, a lot of ideas come from this room, especially with James. I mean, it's like James goes to turn a tone knob, and he comes up with the best riff. Any other band, it would be their A plus riff. So it's important that we have some recording gear here to capture the moments. There's a lot of spontaneity that comes out of this room, and like James says, this room is for everything. It's where we can sit down and talk. It's where we can stretch out. It's a room of riffage. New riffs, new ideas. So it's positive. It's a great place, and it changes everywhere we go, because obviously it's a little smaller here tonight.
It's quite tiny, and I know you play it quite loud.
3 times as big and 10 times bigger. But
yeah, sometimes it's in like a giant shower. Other times we've been in just the back of semi-trailers, but we need it, and it doesn't matter where it is as long as it's there. And this is actually better. Smaller feels better, more intimate. And I will say that probably 90% of Death Magnetic was written in rooms like this on the St. Anger tour. Riffs and ideas that came together, and we put them together for Death Magnetic. So this room works, if you like that album.
I do.
I do too.
You didn't have any plan of inviting Lou Reed for a session here today, or it was just a photo shoot for the album?
Yes, right. Yeah, that's more to talk about later. Who knows what will happen with that? But that's some exciting things as well. But right now, the Big Four is just it's on our minds, and we're so grateful that it's happening, and can't believe the response. The amount of people that are showing up to see this. We've been through Sweden quite a bit the last few years, and Scandinavia in general. But to be able to come back and see this, the amount of people and fans that love metal fill this place. And, I think Iron Maiden just played 2 nights ago. Yeah. And they filled the place too. So Sweden is alive with metal.
I want to leave you guys for preparations, but I noticed the set list from last night in Gelsenkirchen, and you made some interesting changes there. I don't want to say too much, and of course I don't know what's happening tonight either. But
well, what do you think about the set? We had to switch it up.
I think it's great fun. It's one of those things where we wanted to try something different, keeping that kind of old school thrash energy intact. A couple new things in the middle of the set, which are pretty exciting. Keeps things fresh. That's one of the things that we do. We try to change it up when we can. And this seemed like a great opportunity to open with something different, something different in the middle, other things going on later. What more can you ask for? Keep it interesting.
Cool. Looking forward for the gig. And thank you so much for taking time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
See you.
Take care.
Ja, nu ska de alltså snart sätta igång här i Tuning Room bakom scen.